What up, fellers? You know who it is. So before I make this video, before I start the video, I want to clarify my definition of dating, okay? My definition of dating mainly means long-term relationships. I'm not talking about your one-night hookups. I'm not talking about your going on 3 dates and smashing and then dashing after that. None of that, no. I do that on a consistent basis myself, so I can't be saying no to that because that would be very hypocritical. So the reason why smart men the main reason why smart men don't date, again, remember my definition of dating. It's you being committed to one person and one person only, monogamous relationship, long-term relationship, LTR, that's over a year or 2 years or whatever. The reason why smart men don't do that is because you're putting all your eggs in one basket. And we all have seen time and time again what happens when you put all your eggs in one basket. Now, has there been people in the world where they have put all their eggs in one basket and that one thing gave them all the success that they were looking for in life? Absolutely. Yes, sure, there was people like that out and about. But that's not the average Joe. The average Joe needs to make sure that he puts his investments into multiple real estate properties. The average Joe needs to make sure that he diversifies his income. The average Joe needs to make sure that he has multiple options of women to pick from, because we all know that women are very wishy-washy and they're very flickery these days. You could be dating a girl for 6 months and she could pull back. What are you going to do if you don't have any other options? You're going to act very needy. You're going to act very desperate. Why? Because your balls are full. Somebody needs to take care of it. And since you've been getting used to some girl taking care of it, draining your balls instead of your own two hands, now it's hard for you to just tell yourself, hey, you know what? I'm just going to rub one off myself today. My girl's acting wishy-washy. It's going to be very hard for you. You're kind of gonna get into this entitlement mindset yourself. You're gonna start feeling entitled to yourself. Like, hey, why isn't this bitch sucking me off? Bitch, come over. And I've seen this over and over again. It happened to me as well when I was in a long-term relationship, and that's why I'm saying it from personal experience. Is that it's very hard to get out of that habit. And fellas, the reason why sex is not the number one thing I always bring up when it comes to relationships and dealing with women is because that's the number one thing every single man wants from a woman. Sure, feelings and butterflies and caring about the bitch, all of this comes in later. But the first thing we notice is, God damn, them titties. That's what we fall in love with, is with our eyes, is what we see. Women fall in love with their ears, we fall in love with our eyes. Point blank, period. So, this is why you never put all your eggs in one basket. And also, what happens when you're in a long-term relationship? Day number 5, she asks for 1 hour of your time every week. Day number 15, she asks for 2 hours of your time during the week. Day number 25, she asks for 3 hours of your weekly time. Day number 165, she's asking for 2 days worth of your free time, Saturday and Sunday, both of your weekends, because women need more and more and more to get the same, to feel the same level of high. It's kind of like a drug. Attention is a drug, and women need more and more and more and more and more of it to feel the same dose. You'll notice when a girl, I don't know how many women you guys have experience with. You have had experiences with, and how deep your experiences went, how deep your conversations went, how close you monitored and watched and paid attention to women. But if any of you guys have ever paid attention and noticed this, you'll see that a bitch, when she first hits puberty, or when she's a freshman and a sophomore in high school, she starts getting 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 likes on her Instagram picture. She's very happy with it. Next year, she gets 100 likes. It's not enough. So she starts taking off more and more clothes. Now she gets 150 and 200. Now she's happy. The following year, now that 200 likes is not enough. Now she needs 300. So they always need not only constant attention, but also more and more constant attention. 5 guys hitting her up. That's not enough. Now 5 hot guys need to hit her up. Now 10 hot guys need to hit her up. It just keeps going and going and going. That's actually a very interesting point I learned when I was studying about female psychology, is that when women come out of college and all of their options just drop like that, that's why it hits them so much harder. Because her whole teens, for the past decade, since she was 14 or 15, she was on this ramp of going uphill, of getting cock attention, male attention. And suddenly, not only that attention stopped from the guys that she was getting attention from, but also her potential of getting new attention stopped as well. Not only that her roster start to thin out, but also she now sees that she can't even get any more than what she used to get. Why? Because of her looks are depleting. They're going down the toilet, and that's why more and more high value, hotter men, no homo, don't pay any attention to her. So when you keep giving your time like this, eventually you increase 1 hour a week, 2 hour a week, whatever it is, you start increasing your time with her, you're automatically taking that time away from your passion, away from your gym time, away from your life goals, your work. Maybe you are a carpenter, you need to work on your carpenting business after work. Maybe you're a real estate investor, and you need to go check out some more houses, or you need to go talk to more contractors, or you yourself are doing the work to remodel the home, and you need time. Fellas, you have any idea how long it takes to remodel a house? Like, it's crazy amount of time that's needed to remodel homes and stuff. Just to even do a small bathroom is gonna take you a few days, even a few weeks, depending on what you want done to that bathroom. So you're taking that time away from your life priorities, the priorities that actually matter, and giving it to her. And what do I always tell you guys about time? $5 billion could not buy you 5 seconds or more time. That's how valuable, that's how important time is. And that's why smart men don't date. Because I would rather go through the same process with 5, 6, 10 different girls in a month of, getting to know them, breaking the ice, keeping that excitement, and sleeping with her. Because we all know that when you first meet a girl and a girl first meets you, you guys are very attracted to each other. The excitement, the 100% excitement is there. So I would rather have that process going on for me all the time than just dealing with one girl where eventually all my time goes to her. I can't diversify my time anymore. And also, this bitch wants more and more of my time. See, these new girls that you meet that you just want to casually date, these girls don't require that much of your time because the excitement is there. So you don't need to compensate for your time. When the excitement is there, you can give her 30 minutes and she's going to be very excited to see you. But when the excitement is not there, you can give 30 minutes and you'll never hear from her again. You have to give her 3 hours, 4 hours now instead of 30 minutes to get her excitement level up to that point again. Why? Because women are fucking emotional. They're slaves to their emotions, and their emotions go up and down like a fucking roller coaster. And we don't have the time. Ain't nobody got the time for that bullshit to get on that emotional roller coaster with her. You see like commercials on TV where they talk about depression and depression medication and whatnot. You'll see there's always women who are the models of that commercial. You'll see that I can't remember the medication's name, the pill's name, but there was one commercial I remember where this woman was depressed and they literally put her on a roller coaster. The commercial was like that she got on the roller coaster and she was going up and down. That's literally not even, that's not being depressed. That's being a regular woman. That's being a normal woman. She's on that emotional roller coaster 24/7. And ain't nobody got time for that. That's why I would rather keep this 10 girls who I'm always on a roller coaster up with and not a down. Who I always have to only give 30 minutes to an hour max and not anymore. Because then I can use that time into other productive aspects in my life. And also what happens when you are juggling multiple women, you're spinning multiple plates, how Rollo Tomasi would say, is that you are on your toes. You feel sharpened. You look sharp. You feel sharp. You look sharp. Why? Because you're just not meeting the woman for the first time and you need to give her your first impression. We all know first impressions are important, so you need to look your best all the time versus your long-term girlfriend who you got used to and you guys got comfortable, and now you can scratch your nuts in front of her wearing shorts and putting your feet up on the table. Eventually she will look at that and she's gonna and then she's gonna look at another hot guy that she met in public who's the true player, who's playing the game and who knows that he has to look his best at all times, and she's gonna look at him like, oh, look at him, he has his shit together, he dresses nice, and look at this at the house, he's scratching his nuts. Obviously she's gonna get gravitated towards that. That's another point as why it's not beneficial for us when we're in a long-term relationship with women, is because women will always gravitate towards somebody who doesn't get as comfortable as you, who doesn't get as complacent as you. And fellas, I don't care how alpha you are, you can't hold your masculine frame, your alphaness 24/7, 365 a year. You're going to slip up. But if it's just a new girl every month, you're not going to slip up, because you are going to force yourself, and even sometimes fake it if you're not completely high value yet, to give your best in there for that short period of time that you spend with her. And that's going to keep you on your toes. It's going to keep you mentally sharp. You're not going to let one girl know that, oh, you're not going to let this girl know that you're dating the other girl. Like, I'm not saying that you should lie to women. If they ask you, hey, am I the only one? You should always say that, no, I'm seeing other people. But you don't need to let Brianna know who Katie is. You don't need to make it that obvious and that specific to them. That's what I'm trying to say. You're always going to be able to separate. Sometimes keep them separated. Sometimes what happens is a woman, you're texting, let's say Katie, another woman's name is Caitlin. Their both name starts with K, and you're messaging them back and forth. It happened to me so many times. And then I go to Katie and I send something that I was supposed to send Caitlin to. I was supposed to send Caitlin this, but instead I sent it to Katie because, oh fuck, I fucked up. I thought this was Caitlin because their both names starts with K, and I just got lost in the conversation. But if you are on your toes, and how do you stay on your toes? And also, by the way, these two, Katie and Caitlins, this is just just a name. Those are the exact two girls I was messing with, but both of those girls' names start with K, and it actually happened to me. That's why I'm telling you guys. Why? Because I was fucking around with them for a while, and I got complacent. I wasn't 100% on my game. But if these two girls are completely brand new in your rotation, and you want to fuck both of them, you haven't fucked any of them yet, obviously you're gonna be extra careful of what you're saying to who you're saying to, right? So you're always on your toes. You're always focused. Next, what happens is you don't become that emotional little bitch. Your emotions are not attached to one person. That means you now, sir, can go about and even walk away from her if she's not getting along with your program. If she's throwing the tiniest bullshit fit, you can walk away without getting your emotions, without getting your ego hurt. I mean, your ego might get hurt a little bit, but it's your emotions that's gonna make you a bitch. You can get over your ego a lot quicker than you can get over your emotions. I promise you that. This is why smart men don't date, is because all of these things, see the downside of these dating long term, this puts tremendous amount of stress in the back of your head. And when you're on your purpose, when you're trying to kick life's ass, you already have enough stress in your plate, fellas. I already know you have enough stress. Life itself is enough fucking stressful to put you in a mental hospital. And you don't need to add any more to that. You just don't need. Fellas, I hope this video made sense. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video to your friends. Until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.